got us some new tintypes. Ooh. Let's have a look at this first fella. Wow, that's a nice guy right there. Ooh, and there's some writing on the back of this. Look at that. Red Ma Weiss 970. I don't know what that means, but let me just check. No, it's not on any of the other ones. So I don't know what that means, but this photo definitely was the one out of the lot that I was looking forward to, because just look at this man's face. Look at how dark this photo is. You can't even really tell, but just look at him. Look how shadowy his eyes are, and that hair. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, what do we got next? We got these two kids. Now this one is surprising, because this one I didn't see very well in the listing. So I just saw two kids. But this kid, look at this kid's face. He's just like, what? Look at him. Look at him. He's just like, I don't know what's happening. I'm scared. She has her arm around him. She's like, it's okay. It's okay. I have you. Don't worry. All right. And this is pretty good too. Nothing on the back. Yeah. Okay. Now what we got is a nice little paper one. Now this looks like kind of an improv job, which is odd because, here, let me just try and, she is stuck in that position. She is fallen down a ways, and now she's kind of cut off. She doesn't look terrible. I mean, look at her outfit. Her outfit's pretty, but it's just like, come on. Aha. 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 All right. Now we got her fully in the thing. And actually, it's pretty nice. You usually don't get any remnants of a backdrop in these tiny little gem tintype cards. But this one's actually very clear and crisp, which is very surprising if you can tell. Yeah. Next, what do we got? We got... Ooh. This is another really crisp one. Look at this fella. It's simple. It's a simple looking face. The hair, it's a simple look. He's a very simple look, but he's a very clean look and very nice. Very respectable. Ooh, and another description on the back. Let's see. P.S. Birthday 1979 from Flory Kelso, Seattle, Washington. Oh, okay, so this was like, these are like birthday presents for somebody. Did somebody get this for their birthday? Back in 1979, was somebody gifted this for their birthday? Was this somebody's birthday present in what? I have never seen that. Why would P.S. birthday? Hold on a second, let's go back a little ways to the first photo we got. No, Red Ma Weiss. It's 1970. This is 79. I can assume it's 70 because it says 70 right there. But, And these photos, I did receive them from Seattle, Washington, so that checks out with that. From Flory Kelso. Okay, I don't know what to make of this, but okay. It's a nice gift if somebody got it for one. They're into tintypes. I actually once got a tintype as a birthday gift from a friend. It was a very nice, like young, rough and tough kind of looking guy, which was very fun. Anyways, moving on. Ooh, very clean. Now this kid I like. Look at him. Look at that. Not a lot to say. Again, it's the same as last one. I mean, the hair is kind of out there. He kind of should have combed it a little bit. It's kind of like, it looks like he kind of combed the front and then he just like rubbed the back of his head before the photo. And so you kind of have that. got long fingers also. I don't know if that's just me, but look at those fingers. Yeah, it's a simple looking guy. He seems like a pretty chill dude. You know, he's just hanging. Wee. And yeah, I like that one. Alright. Next we got a baby. Babies are not always very popular. I don't love when I get them, but you know, you get them, you keep them, you enjoy them. This one's kind of cute. You know, the chubbier the baby, I say, the cuter. But you know, whatever. If it has hair, I think it's cute. It's a baby photo. A little wonky kind of cutting action going on with the top area where it's like zip, 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 zip. But you know, nothing special. It's a cute little kid. Now this is a nice one. This one really is just nice because of its formatting. And look at that. Whenever you get a long ways formatting, it's always very nice because you don't see those too often. This one's very rough. You can tell it's been out of its case for a good long time. If you didn't know, this definitely came out of a case. Ooh, and another surprise message. 4/19/75, Hollywood, California. Ooh, Eagle's Nest. Okay, we have another message. Hollywood, California, Eagle's Nest. If anybody out there is from California and there's like a place called the Eagle's Nest, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I know these are from the 70s. Maybe it was the person who owned these kind of stored them since the 70s and they started in the 70s. That would be interesting because really, I wouldn't think this would be a very. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Collecting. It's a very rough photo. There's not a lot of definition going on with this guy's face over here. I mean, there's tinting, which is nice, but it's just like his face is just blown out. The other guy's actually got some pretty good swag going on with his suit. He's very tidied up and yeah, probably brothers, I would best guess. Yeah, shame it's not in the case though. The case would have been, or maybe it's not a case. Maybe it's no. It would have to be a case. It's always in a case when they're in this format. It would have been nice to see it in that. But yeah, with the note being from the 70s, I would gander to guess that this has been out of case for a good long while. Yeah. Okay, next we have a very rough photo of 3 girls. Now this one I actually very much like just because I love the textures. I don't know, I enjoy a rough-ish looking tintype. I think it gives it more character sometimes. And I think in this case it does a good job with not making them too undefinable, but yet putting little splashes to give it some character. I love this hat. I love that flower hat she's holding. Not just as a hat, just like as a little pretty image. Like I always like when they're like a decorative chair or they're holding a book or something like that. It's all those little details. Yeah, this one's very nice. Let's see. No message on the back. Okay. Yeah, it's very nice. I like it. Okay. Wow, this is a very clean one. I saw this from a ways away and I did not know it was this clean. I mean, look at that. That is crisp. That is very crisp. I mean, the kid on the side, this kid here is like a tad fuzzy. This kid, he's just standing sharp as heck. This is a good collection. These are very clean. Somebody took good care of these, probably from the 70s. No, this is a good one. I like these kids. These kids got, like this kid right here, he's got some things going on. He looks like a young adult, more or less. But this kid, he's just like, I'm just here. I'm just his brother. I don't care. It's very clean. What does it say on the back? It's $1.50. $1.50. And I would assume just by the sticker looks ancient in itself. I mean, look at that sticker. Look at it. It's all stained and nonsense. And everything else about this doesn't emphasize that this is a problem. So maybe this is like from the 70s too. I don't know. $1.50 is pretty good for this. I mean, you know, like $1, $2. If you didn't, fell. If you didn't know, I paid for this entire lot. I paid about like $2 a photo, which I think is pretty good for these being so clean. I couldn't tell how clean they were in the photo. They looked clean, but I didn't know they were this clean. You know, I mean, this one looks like it just, even the little edgeware. It even looks like it just came out of the Photoshop. I mean, the corner there is kind of gashy. I don't like when the metal gets kind of janky. I had a really, really nice photo of this guy that I really liked, but my biggest problem with it was there was just like a single jagged edge sticking out of the side. Drove me nuts. I could never pick it up. I don't know where it is. I think I lost it. That was a sad one to lose. Moving on. Okay. Very faded. Kind of has like a Victorian sort of painting look to it, doesn't it? You know, she just looks like she could be haunting a house somewhere, which is, I think, could be safe to say for most of these Tintypes. You got the, like, blah right there, but I don't love the fading on this. It's a little bit too dark for me, but it definitely gives it a nice hue, I would say. Nothing on the back. Yeah, not a lot about this one. This one's very nice. Ooh, okay, we have another tiny gem fella. And this fella, look at that guy's face. He's just like, This guy's got actually really good hairdo and mustache. I love his mustache. It's not the most emphasis, like crazy mustaches, but it's definitely one that works well, especially with his hair that's kind of like spiking up right here a little bit. It's weird. I don't know. These like these little paper frames. Let's see, is there a photographer? No, it's not a photographer. It's slapped on with line paper. It's kind of peeling off pretty bad, but you know, it's still holding up. It's a little flimsy, cheapy card from 1800s. So, you know, paper was paper back then. But yeah, I love this guy's look. Good look. Glad he's still in the paper frame. Whenever I get a gem that's not in the paper, it's hard to display it properly. Yeah. No, now this is the one that made me buy the whole listing, and this is the one that I see the most value in. The two kids and not one, but what I want to guess is two dogs. I just feel like that's a dog right there. Is that a dog? Can you tell? That looks like a dog right there, and he's got his hat covering the dog's head. But that's definitely a dog right there. I mean, look at that. It's adorable. It's fuzzy, but it's cute. So it's like maybe two dogs. Definitely one dog. Aside from the dog being the big deal of this photo, I also like this girl. She has like, with the short cut hair, she definitely has a very rugged look that I can definitely appreciate. Where it's just like, yeah, back off, don't mess with me. You know, these kids, he's just like, oh, I just got my dogs here, you know, oh, I'm fine. Maybe after a little bit of polishing. This one's definitely a little bit, could use some cleaning, but, you know, maybe after a bit of polishing, it'll show itself to be defining of a dog, or maybe not. There's definitely one, so it's definitely got value for just having that in it. Nothing on the back of it. I don't love the clips. I hate the nicks in the photos when they cut them. They drive me crazy. They scare me to death because I never want to cut myself on one of these. But, yeah. It's a very nice photo. Take a look at that. Alright. And again, another very clean looking photo. This one, ooh, that one scared me. I'm gonna get to that one. This one, ooh la la, look at how crisp you can see this man's face. He's just like, look at me. I mean, that is very, very clean. I love when they're this clean. Because you don't find them this clean. I have a couple that are really clean just like this, and I absolutely love every one of them. Doesn't matter who it is, what's in it. Usually they have good facial hair. If you find a crisp one with good facial hair, that's always a bonus in my opinion. Like, I have one really crisp one with a guy with one of those big bushy mustaches. Fantastic. Another one with a guy all freckled up, which is pretty entertaining. $2. $2, very speckly on the back, which is surprising for the front. $2. Not terrible. I paid that for it. I would pay that for this. This is clean. This is very nice. I mean, the back is a little, you know, the back actually looks fine. There's that weird I don't know if you can tell, there's that weird kind of bend thing going on there, where it's more or less just defined by the residue area with the blue. I don't know how everybody else feels about the blue line, but I kind of like it always when I see it. Just color, period, I think is a nice little detractor for this. But very clean. Very simple and plain, but it is very clean, so give it that. Ooh. Now, first, before I touch this, this terrifies me. I did not notice that when I saw it. I mean, look at that. It is just curling straight out of the photo, and I can't, and it just broke off. And I don't know where it went. Okay, that's great. That's just great. You know, whenever I get one of these, I usually, like, when I get a bad corner like that, I kind of try and rub it off on the table or something, or sand it down somewhere. This is sharp edges. I don't like how sharp the edges are on this one. I'm ranting. This one is another one, besides the sharp edges, this one I really like, just because, look at the hair. Why is this happening to this photo? Because that definitely doesn't seem unintentional. That seems like somebody did that on purpose. I mean, I don't think, like, do you think he just had bad haircut and he was like, I'll clean it up with a little bit of this, a little bit of that? Looking at it now, actually, I just noticed that little something under his ear. I have no idea what that would be. Maybe it's hiding whatever somebody scratched out of this photo. I don't know. I like the mystery of what's scratched out of it. I like to say a joke maybe on it of that's not how you take off those sideburns. You know, that's not how that works, or something like that. Another, again, clean. This one is definitely much more scratchy. The edges, I don't love the edges at all on this one. This one has bad edges. Oh, 50 cents. Oh, I mean, for 50 cents, I'd buy this in a heartbeat. If I saw this on the ground for 50 cents, I would buy this immediately. I don't care how sharp this is. I like it. I like the guy. He's got a but this is really what draws it for me. So yeah, good photo. Wish it was better, but really good photo still. Now here's an interesting one. This one's a very patriotic. Come on, separate. This one, we got a very patriotic one right here. Look at this little girl. You know, I never was crazy about these eagle frames. Like, I liked them, but I was never, like, obsessed. This one's actually much rougher than I thought it would be. I mean, the X's here are basically gone. But, let's look at the back. Yeah, I mean, look at the back. The back's like, ooh, she's coming right off of the thing. I mean, that's bad. Ooh, but there's some more. Dana Fla, I would guess Dania, Florida, 11/25/70. So yeah, all these photos are from the 70s. Somebody just wrote little notes on them. God, this is really bad with the rusting of the paper. I mean, this thing is primed to just fall right off, which kind of sucks. Anybody know Dania, Florida, something? Maybe, probably not. Yeah. I mean, this girl, her hair is interesting. Her hair kind of looks like a hat. When I first saw it, I thought she's just wearing a weird hat. But no, it's just very messy hair she has. Not a lot to say other than that. Maybe the dress is interesting. It's a interested little periodical piece, something like that. Yeah, wish it was better condition though. That's a shame. Ooh. All right, let me just readjust this. Oh, that's weird. Look at this. It's like the paper on both sides is just gone. It's weird. I don't like that at all. But this photo, let's line her up properly. There we go. That's good enough. This photo, beard. I don't think I need to say anything else about this fella except beard. Look at that beard. Tell me that's not a beard. Really nice. This looks like an afterthought, this kind of half-assed little thing. I really hate how open this is. I mean, I could just take this photo right out of this paper frame. But this one is nice because it's a very, very crisp address of photographer, which is H.C. Gill, artist, Sycamore, Illinois. Which, first off, very crisp. I mean, look how clean that is. That looks like that just was printed up yesterday, for God's sakes. But, I mean, you know, you don't want to lose that. Whenever you can get a nice address of the photographer, that's always a nice little touch. But, you know, nothing amazing other than the beard. The beard is fantastic on this guy. Absolutely love it. And, I mean, look at the gold trim on the frame. It's still so shiny. I've never seen it so shiny before. This one I almost even hesitate to say is like a restored kind of thing. Because it's like, I've just never seen it this clean before. I've seen the gold etching, but I've never seen it like sparkle before. Have any of you guys seen that sparkle? I can't remember it. I usually just look at it and it's kind of just a matte texture. So that coloring, this very clean back, the address, it all looks way too nice. But I definitely can say it's real. I mean, I think I have seen it sparkle, but I'm just saying it's surprising looking at how shiny this is. A lot of good stuff so far. I'm surprised by the quality of all this. All right. Next up, Old Man. This one I don't love. It's very faded. I mean, he's definitely a rugged. Let me just. Can you even tell? You can kind of tell. I mean, it's a very rugged kind of piece. Very rough. But, I mean, it does look nice. I will give him that. It's a nice looking old man. Nothing on the back of it. It's small. It's not gem small, but it definitely is very small. Like, it's probably paper frame photo small. But definitely a nice little piece. Definitely like the kind of look of him. I don't love the fact that it's so faded. I can't even really tell. Like, I can't see if he has hair or if he's bald. The whole top of his head looks gone. I mean, his jawline's pretty nice, and I think he has a beard. I think. I don't know. I can't even tell. But, you know, the coat's pretty clear. That's about it. Now, this one's interesting. This one I find odd because that doesn't seem like a shirt you would wear, first off, in the period of this photo, which would be the 1800s. This is definitely like last run of genuine tintypes. This is, oh shoot. I mean, look at the back of this thing. I mean, look at the textures of this thing. Look how thick this is. This is a very odd tintype, I will say. Oh shoot. Look at that. There's like layers to it. It's like you can't even tell. But it's like you have the metal layer, and then you have like kind of a glossed over like clay coating. What? And like the back is speckling like crazy. I've never seen it speckle before. But I mean, even look at that. It's just like, it's like a weird like rubber kind of thing they coated this with. I mean, I saw this and I said, that's not a person, that's not somebody that would wear this into this time period, but it's in a tintype. Also want to add, I like the texture. Like, it's bad on the back. On the front, I feel like it's bad for her, but I just kind of like the look of it. I don't know. This is a really weird piece looking at it up front. I thought it was just a very odd clothing choice for a tintype, and I didn't think much of it. But this is like, this has got to be like one of the last photographers to do tintypes in like the 1900s. Something like that. Either that or like maybe somebody, ooh, maybe. This was from the 70s of somebody doing it, and that's why they have all this stuff, and that's why they have this. Maybe. I mean, the clothes kind of look I actually don't know what period this would be from. If anybody has a good guess as to what period this flowery kind of dress is, I feel like that seems like 70s kind of housewife look. No? Don't you think? I mean, it could also be the 90s. It has to be either like the not something later than the 90s. I mean, this is just way too modern looking for the late 1800s. And I mean, the textures of, I mean, the layering, you can't really even tell fully with the thickness, but it's just like, it's a metal sheeting, and then you can kind of see right there, and then it just kind of goes like a thick coating of something that's kind of like kind of, it feels like a waxy, it doesn't even feel like a tintype, it feels kind of like a rough texture or like of plastic surface kind of thing. It's weird. It's so weird. This is weird. I don't know what to think about this one too much, but I do like it. It is nice. The textures of it are actually pretty good, and for a tintype, it's unique. I'll give it that. I just don't know what to categorize this or what to think of it. Anybody out there have any ideas? Jeez. All right. Well, we gotta move on. Hold on. Okay. Now here's an interesting one for two things. One, look at this man. Look at this man. I mean, look at that. Look at his hair, his beard, everything about this guy screams such a cool dude. I mean, look how cool this guy is. My biggest draw is, of course, there's no bottom section of this photo. It doesn't look like the photo itself got nicked at all. It looks kind of just like the paper broke itself apart over time. I mean, yeah, look at this. This is like way crust-ola. Oh, 50 cents. It's a good price for this. And that's a very good price for this because this is rough when it comes to the paper. The photo itself actually looks really nice and pretty much unaffected. Other than like the little bit on the bottom there. It really comes out quite nice. And I love the man's hair, like his jacket. He just seems like such an overall cool looking guy. Yeah, there's like a little writing on the side here. What is it? I can't even read that. It says March 7th, 1865. Oh, is it dated? Oh, it's a patent little, it's one of those little patent things. March 7th, 1865. So, it's a patent on the frame, I guess. I don't know why. I've seen this frame like 1,000 times. But it's nice. I like it. Whoa, boy. That was not good. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at this. It's just held. I hate when they do it where it's just held by the two strips. Also, $3. Who would pay? Look at this fella. Look at this guy. Just from a quick glance, look how fuzzy this guy is. Who would pay $3 for this? I mean, back in the 70s is what I mean. I mean, now if I'm going to sell this, probably, because I don't love this guy. I'm going to sell this, and I'm going to ask for more than $3, because I'm not going to make money at $3. But, I mean, just look at this guy's face. It's so fuzzy. Look how fuzzy he is. Although his eyes are interesting. Looking closer at it, look at his eyes. They're just like, I can't see too good. Yeah, I don't love the fuzziness of it, and I really don't love how it's held by two strips instead of a full cover. Although then again, if you want to trash the frame, it's very easily adaptable for just, because it's clean. Look how clean that is. It also said, oh, I was going to say 3 miles, but it's Mississippi. Okay. So that's at least a locale that's helpful. Anytime you get a location is very nice. It's not specific, but it's a region, an area. $3 though. You know what? I'll sell this for $3. Anybody want it? All right, we'll see. And then finally, this one. Two things. One, the bend. Well, actually, first I want to touch on the thing I really love. I love this banister this guy's leaning on. I absolutely love the banister this guy is leaning on. Look at that thing. It's just so cool. Look at it. It's like Art Deco kind of thing. I don't know. I like it. I mean, this guy's boring as heck. I mean, I've seen this guy probably 100 times. I mean, he's a nice looking guy. He got a good look, good bone structure. But the wall, I think, is what makes this nice. What kills this for me is the bends. I mean, look at the bends. Let's see the back of this. Yep. I mean, you can see the culprits. Not as clear as the front. The front is really where it is, because it's like you can just tell somebody fold this in half like a taco, and then somebody folded it this way, and then folded it this way, folded it inward here, backward here. Ugh. Sorry about that. I'm back now. Where was I? This one. This is the last one. Overall, I really like it. I think nobody else will fully appreciate this decor wall as much as I, so I think this one I kind of feel obligated to keep. But it's very clean. These all came out very clean. Dated for some reason in the 70s, so they had to come from a 70s collection of some kind, I would guess. I bought these from a fellow on eBay who told me they got them as like a kind of huge box lot from an estate sale. They also had a secondary lot that they were selling, but they were selling that one like $100 more because it had a couple of cases, which I don't love because I don't think cases are worth $100 extra. I mean, in fairness, one of them was a Civil War soldier, but you know, I was like, guy, come on, take the 2 cases, put them in a separate lot, sell that for 100, and then give me your other lot for 30 bucks. Because the other one did also have really nice stuff. This one also had really nice stuff. I'm satisfied with what I got. You know, I do have some more photos coming eventually, so we'll keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that's a pretty good lot right there. So keep your eyes out for, I might be posting these on eBay to sell, or at least give a shout out ahead of time to my Instagram, Tintypes Golden, or Golden Tintypes, whichever your preferred browser search will show. It should be under either one of those. Currently it's under Tintypes _ Golden, all lowercase, all that. Go check that out for postings of previous photos I've done. I haven't done a review so far. I should have done reviews for some of the other stuff, but I didn't. Once I started the Instagram, I decided to maybe try a little lot like this, see where that looks like. But yeah, so yeah, this is the lot of photos. It's a good lot. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, thanks.